Hey everybody, this is Easy, and welcome back to Let's Play Starcraft 2. Now, last time we recovered a special artifact from the Protoss. What significance does that have? We don't know yet.
That's funny, convict. I don't recall giving you access to our database.
Just keeping up on current events, Captain. Seems this Queen of Blades got everybody running scared. She don't look so tough.
You have no idea who she is, do you, Tychus?
Don't matter to me none.
Well, it matters to Jim. They were close once.
Wait a minute. You're telling me they were shacked up?
Apparently she was something else. Before the Zerg took her. Turned her into that.
And Jimmy feels responsible.
Honestly, if we have to face her again, I don't know what he'll do.
Woman like that, there's only one thing to do.
Put a cigarette out in her head? Seems kind of mean.
I caught Tychus hacking into our database, sniffing around about Kerrigan. I don't know what his game is, but we clearly can't trust him.
Matt, me and Tychus ran together a long time. Got in all sorts of trouble. When the law finally caught up, he took the rap for both of us. Never once ratted me out. I got a second chance. He got locked up.
I understand your loyalty, sir, but...
I owe him, Matt. Leave it be.
Yes, sir.
So I've always wondered, how does Tychus not know who Kerrigan is when everybody knows who Kerrigan is?
Your Mobius buddies ever happen to mention that the Queen of Blades wants these artifacts too?
Hey, they just give me the missions, man. What's it matter anyway? Putting that bitch down would be doing everyone a favor.
I thought it was just about the money with you, Tychus.
Nothing says I can't do my part for humanity and get paid well for my trouble.
Right.
Tychus is a dick. Never did like him.
This is Donnie Vermillion live from UNN. Tonight, we're going to discuss the infamous Queen of Blades. Scientists and military insiders have long speculated that the enigmatic alien is, in fact, an infested human.
That's right, Donnie. Is it possible that the leader of the Zerg has a human heart?
More importantly, Kate, could this mean some kind of Terran-Zerg alliance is possible?
Donnie, there's never been any evidence at all to suggest that infested humans retain their free will.
You make a good point, Kate. The question is, then, how do we kill her?
That's one I think we all can agree on. If humanity is to survive, the Queen of Blades needs to be eliminated.
How do they not know?
I'd left this behind on Marsara. How did it? Tychus. Just can't let it go, can you?
How do they not know that one of their best ghost operatives is missing and not kill. How? That makes no sense to me.
Commander, the alien artifact is all secure in the lab, sir. You know, seeing it got me to thinking about my special projects.
Whoa, slow down, Stedman. What do you mean, projects? You doing some kind of research down here?
Well, it is a lab.
Yeah, well, you know, not yet, sir. I still need some additional specimens to get things going. Once I get those, we can make some big improvements to our weapon systems and tactics.
Well, I'm all for that. What do you need?
All kinds of things. I've entered the details into our database. If you run into something on a mission that we need, you'll be notified automatically.
Just try not to blow up the ship, okay, Stedman?
Yes, Stedman, don't be an idiot. Look at the Zerg tank here. The recovered Zerg sample is still growing. I introduced a protein solution. Might have been a mistake. At the cellular level, the sample shows strains of every known Zerg creature and many other strains that I don't recognize. It'll take a while to map it all, but I've already begun extracting data from an Ultralisk cell, and I found a spore crawler cell that yielded data on its instinctive threat recognition routines. Now for the artifact.
I've been hearing strange stories from the crew of late. Unexplained noises, strange visions, voices in the dark. Rumor has it these things are haunted.
Superstitious nonsense. These artifacts are completely inert and they're contained down here in the lab. There is some trace radiation, but I don't see how they could affect things elsewhere on the ship.
Heaven forbid we run across alien tech that messes with our primitive little monkey brains. Just keep a close eye on them, Doc.
That Zerg woman seemed to know you. She really rattled you, didn't she?
Me and her, well, we go back a ways. She was a ghost once. Back then, we were hooked up with Mengsk and fighting to get rid of the old Confederacy. We made a pretty good team.
What happened to her?
She was a casualty of war. No offense, Doc, but I really don't like to talk about it.
I understand. If you ever change your mind, I'm here.
Now for this research console here, in the Starcraft 2 campaign, those research points that you collect each issue mission add up to here. And when you get every 5, you get a special upgrade. We can't get a Protoss one yet, but we can get a Zerg. We can get the Fortified Bunker, which gives bunkers 150 life, or the Strike Turrets, which outfit all bunkers with an automatic turret. I'm choosing the Strike Turret because it acts like a secondary marine. You cannot change once you make up your decision. So you have to make your decision carefully. Now we got Marauders, but I'm not getting anything on them, it's not worth it. Now for this mission we do need the bunker upgrades. They are very important. And stim packs, you can never go wrong with stim packs. Those are the upgrades I'm going to get with those. Now head back to the bridge and talk to Horner.
Are you all right, sir? Confronting Kerrigan again after all these years.
We've got to stop her, Matt. No matter what she's after.
Well, we gave her a setback today. The artifacts are obviously important to her. We just wish we knew why.
And we get to go to the star map. And we have Meinhof or Redstone. I'm going to go to Meinhof.
Jim, refugee populations from across the sector have been using Meinhof as a staging point. But with so many people in close proximity, an epidemic of some kind has started sweeping through the camps. Please, my people need help. We've got to do something before it's too late.
We're going to launch this mission. This is a very interesting and long mission. I may actually have to cut this video in half. So, yeah.
So what are we looking at, Doc?
Our readings indicate some kind of bio-infestation is spreading through the refugee camps. Even the buildings are being covered by it.
I've seen this kind of thing before. It's a Zerg virus. All we can do is burn it out. Every one of those infested buildings has to be destroyed.
But where are all the people? Oh no. Those things are infested refugees? This is a nightmare.
Yeah. This ain't good at all.
It looks like they burrow underground by day and emerge only at night. The virus must make them vulnerable to the high UV output of Meinhof's star.
Then we'll hit the infested buildings by day, and protect our base at night. Don't worry, Doc. We'll contain this thing.
Yes, we're going to contain an alien infestation where entire colonies of refugees have gone and are now infested. So Rainer's going to go down and literally exterminate an entire group of people. What a hero, folks. What a hero.
What's going on?
In this mission, actually, you need to move very, very quickly. At least for the first night. You gotta try to get bunkers set up very fast. Because all this mission is gonna be is a bunker war.
All right, boys. We can't risk the contagion spreading to this camp. I want a perimeter set and some bunkers in place now.
You going sweet on that doctor lady, Jimmy. Can't see why else we'd keep fighting for these damn dirt farmers.
This mission is hard at the very beginning. If you make it past, I say, night 3, it's not too bad.
Nightfall in 30 seconds.
This first night is going to be the hardest. Just because we don't have as many bunkers to work with yet. You need 4 for each side.
Not enough
And
minerals.
yeah.
Not enough minerals.
Now we gotta hold out till sunrise. Brace yourselves. This could get ugly.
First night isn't too bad just because there aren't that many men they can send at you yet. Just because it's the first night, it would be kind of impossible if they sent their full force at you in the very first night. This is nothing. They're all really weak. They have 35 health. They'll die out and make it to the bunkers.
This better be good. Armed and ready.
Now, timing is something important in this. You have to make sure you have your timing and placement, I should say. You have to make sure you place your buildings in the right spot as well. Now, I may lose a bunker the very first night, just because it should be that. If I do, it's gonna be that way. If I lose any, but you gotta understand this is actually not very easy to do, if you can imagine, because you're being attacked on 2 fronts right off the bat here, and we don't have our good units yet. That's gonna die. That's gonna die. That's gonna die. Back up. Back up. Back up. What you gotta do is you gotta make sure you can protect bunkers. You have to protect your bunkers. There are some points where your bunkers will hurt you. That made absolutely no sense what I just said, but okay! I speak very good English if I can't tell.
Additional supply depots required.
We could use some help here.
Yep.
This mission is hard solely because
Not enough minerals.
the first few nights are going to be a pain just because there's so many guys that come at you and you don't have a good defense yet.
Additional supply depots
However,
required.
once you get that set up, once you get 2 full bunkers, I mean this bunker
Base
should fall,
is under attack.
and that bunker is going to fall. And the odd thing is, that's what I wanted.
Hey, hotshot. I got schematics to build them hellions you saw in Marsara. Should be good down there.
These are really good units, hellions. If you haven't told, we're gonna have a maxed out army of troops here. There's no
Not
question.
enough
We're gonna
minerals.
have 200
Not enough minerals.
for supply. You have
Not
no
enough
choice
Minerals.
in this
Not
mission.
enough minerals. Not
Now, we don't have a lot of
Base is
time.
under attack.
Sun's coming up. We gotta hold on a little longer.
I'm not really worried because in 30 seconds we will. In 10 seconds they just die. I'm not worried about it at all.
Base is under attack.
They're not going to kill any more buildings. Maybe a bunker or something. But yeah, they're going to just die in a minute.
You want a piece of me, boy?
See, they're just dead now.
Rise and shine, boys. Now it's our time to do some damage.
Yep.
Now what you don't want to do is you don't want to, because you only have 3 minutes.
Not
And
enough
in that 3
minerals.
minutes, you need to get some
Not enough
SCVs.
minerals.
I thought he was dead. I'm glad it's dead. I don't want the factory. It actually hurts you to have that factory there. And what we're doing here is we're literally just need to get some resources in. I'm not even making medics yet. We're going to make a defensive wall so strong that they can't break it. That's the point we're trying to do. If we make the wall where they can't break it, we did our job. And the way to do that is 4 bunkers strategically placed full of Marines. And you are going to need to have an SCV patrolling.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
The SCV patrol is an important...
Will do.
Not going to work.
I'm going.
The SCV patrol is a very, very important thing. Now you probably notice I don't have many guys mining minerals right now. I can't afford it. I cannot afford the Marines at the moment. Or the SCVs at the moment. Because right now, I don't have a base, I don't have an army strong enough to take... If I get hit again, I'm screwed. And I need to restart this. So I'm training 4 Marines at once,
In 30 seconds.
as much as possible. Because I need those Marines out. This SCV is pretty much screwed. He's probably going to end up dying. Unless he can get back around in time. Now I'm moving these guys into that bunker. Why? The closer it is, the better off it's going to be.
You should set some guards. They'll be coming again soon.
And they're going to be coming soon. They are. There's no doubt about that.
Scans are picking up a unique Zerg biosignature. It appears to be a burrowing creature that is underground during the day and emerges only at night.
Now, I almost have my bunkers full, which is a very good thing. But the problem is, I don't have many SCVs.
Bad news.
You notice I'm not getting war pigs for this. War pigs will be used later in this mission, but you don't want them for this.
By the numbers, boys. Why not?
And all you gotta do this mission is continuously build Marines until all your bunkers are full. And soon they will attack from this end, so you need full bunkers down there too. But first, focus on your frontline defenses, and then worry about moving up somewhere else. Because at one point they are going to start attacking. They will eventually start hitting up your bunkers. And that's when you gotta worry. Now at night actually is the best time to build Marines. Or not Marines, SCVs. Because you're focusing more on defense, yes,
Not
but
enough minerals.
you can afford the Marines a
Not
little bit
enough
more.
minerals. Base is under attack.
Base under attack, get the
Infested
CV
Marines.
out of there.
Oh, hell, Jimmy, I don't care for that notion one bit.
Now that SCV was an idiot and ran to his death.
Additional supply depots required.
Now we need supply depots, because if I don't have those, I can't make any more units, which, as you know, in a mission
Additional
based
supply
solely on
depots
making
required.
units, you need units. Now this side's pretty secure. And this back bunker's not going to do much for a while. So all my forces are going to go up to this side, except for this one, because it can't fit anywhere. And stuff like that. Yeah, this mission is not hard. It's very lengthy, but it is not hard.
Is under attack.
I've been in for 12 minutes, 2 nights and 12 minutes. This is, like I said, a long mission.
SCV ready.
This will take a while to do. Now I do need some gas because I am going to make an engineering bay.
Bad news.
That engineering bay will be right there. Why am I making engineering bay? Because Marines need upgrades.
Not enough. Base is under attack. Not enough minerals.
Now, if you get irritated by sounds like base under attack, this mission is not really for you, because you're going to hear that message a lot. I lost that bunker. Yeah, I know I lost that bunker. Move the Marines
Daybreak
back.
in 30 seconds.
And the SCV died. You're going to
Base
lose
is under
the
attack.
SCVs in the mission. No question. You're going to lose a bunch of SCVs.
Our SCVs are under attack.
And this side up here might look more stable, but it's actually not. I just don't have the full flight of SCVs, so I lost the bunkers. Now you have 3 minutes.
Don't forget, you have to be back by dark.
Yeah. Will do. Woo-hoo! Go, go, go!
This side's completely full.
What's going on?
Engineering bay is done, so start working on the weapons.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
Now, you only need one geyser, because you are going to make medics and marines. You are going to have a bio ball in this. But the way you're going to do it is different. And also I'm going to have one more SCV come up here.
By the numbers, boys.
I'm actually going to kill one of these things. I mean, why are you killing off something like that? Because I need to put something there. Put a bunker here.
Butter my biscuit.
Put a bunker here, a bunker here, and a bunker here.
Yep.
There's the method to the madness. Do not worry about that.
You gonna give me orders? Been waiting on you.
There's a big method to the madness, actually. If you've done this mission before, you'll know what I'm talking about. There's a huge method to my madness right here. And again, he's trapped outside, but he can go inside and he's fine. Now, I don't have enough Marines to fully fill those, so make more Marines. You need to max out your Marines as much as possible. You're, like I said, you're going to have 200, and you're going to have a giant roaming ball at one point.
Not enough minerals.
Giant roaming ball
Not enough
hasn't even started being
minerals.
developed yet. It hasn't. I'm going to admit it right now.
Nightfall in 30 seconds.
This up here, I'm not positive what night they attack, but they do attack, and they will destroy these rocks right here. I'm not positive what night it is. That's why I'm doing it now. Now, these are full, so I shouldn't have as many issues as I had before. This bunker may need to move up a little bit, though.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Keep your eyes peeled. There's gonna be more of them out there.
And there's a lot more. Look, that's right away. As soon as it started, bam. Now, once all the bunkers get full, that's when you start working on medics.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Because, like I said, you're going to need a roaming army. If done right, I should not get overwhelmed too badly. That's my goal, is not to get overwhelmed too hard.
Armed and ready.
Obviously, I don't want to get overwhelmed too hard. That's just, I don't know why I mentioned that, but...
Been waiting on you.
These guys aren't even at my base yet. I'm not worried. They shouldn't even start getting close to me until...
Go, go, go. This better be good.
Put the war pigs. They're going there.
Coming through.
Start with medics as well as marines now. Because now we are making a roaming attack force now, as opposed to what we had before, which is just bunkers and base defense. Now we're making a roaming attack force. Now, there are some guys in the bunkers that will have over 1,000 kills. No question
Base
about it.
is under attack.
Now, because medics have that speed heal ability now, you don't actually need to worry as much about the number of medics you have. Usually I go 6 to 1 is usually the way I do it. And don't worry, these attacks will actually get smaller as the mission progresses. Because the further along in the mission you get, you will start destroying buildings. And you notice that you can't see, now they can't see any buildings, but these units, these enemies, come from buildings. They come from the infested structures that they saw in the opening of the mission. Now, if you know what that's really going to worry about damaging the bunker are those infested marines in the back. If you can take out those, you got it. But the bunkers usually do a good job when they're with this many marines in them, you should be fine. Now, that being said though, there are
Not
times
enough minerals.
where you will
Not
get
enough
overwhelmed.
minerals.
Even with the base defensive you have now, there are times you will get overwhelmed. But you just need to think and know that you can handle it. There's nothing that you can't handle with this kind of base setup. Especially because the melee guys very rarely get to you.
Get some troops down there now.
Now,
You know, I think I saw this in a movie once.
they did destroy the barricade, but I'm not worried about that.
Daybreak.
Because we
30
have
seconds.
this wall, that wall should never actually fall.
Base is under attack.
You think? I hate when they say that, because, like, well, duh, the base is under attack. We're kind of in infested lands.
Not enough minerals.
Come on, come on,
Not
come on.
enough minerals.
Now,
Oh, hell.
you want to try to do
This
this
is gonna be our time, all right?
in a way that gives you the least amount of SCVs. You don't need a lot of SCVs. You don't want a lot of SCVs for this mission.
Roger that.
Because the more SCVs you have, the more trouble you can get in, actually.
Is that some sort of nest?
Because
You
the
better
more
destroy it.
because the more SCVs you have, the less Marines you will have. In a mission like this that requires destruction of buildings and all that, you need as many Marines as possible. Which is why I'm making a lot of Marines. More Marines than I am medics.
You've dealt a serious blow to their numbers, Jim. You're doing great.
You always want to pull back at roughly 30 seconds. 30 seconds is what I would say would be a good time to pull back. Because by then you have a chance to get back to your base if you're not too far out already. And up here actually is a good place to expand, and they won't actually attack you. It's what I never understood why. And now that you have this...
Additional supply depots required.
Yeah. You have to keep an eye on your supply, but you should not have a single resource problem in terms of minerals
Not
anymore.
enough minerals.
That should never be an issue anymore, is the number of minerals you have. You should have plenty of minerals for the rest of the mission. Same thing goes for gas, because you got your upgrades, and we're not building Marauders and Fire Bats. Marauders actually be the worst thing you could build in this mission, just because they're pointless.
I'm not detecting any more infested structures in that sector, Jim.
And she will keep updating you about this.
Nightfall in 30 seconds.
Now once you get that warning, just finish it. If you're killing some buildings, finish it up. Like that. As soon as that building dies, I'm going back. Screw the broodlings, they will die on their own.
Coming through. Affirmative.
And get back to base as soon as possible. And I'm actually going to cut this first episode right here, and I'll pick up in this mission in the exact same spot next time.